I am Vanessa. I live in a van. Her name is Treasure. I'm getting ready to wash dishes. I don't know what I did with my blue phone, Charlene. I had it not too long ago. And then when I got up to go to the bathroom just now, I don't know what happened to it. Okay, dokie, Smokey. So y'all, I'm cooking today. In the meantime and in the between time, I'm letting liver thaw out. Miss Charlene just over there sitting on the sofa. I don't know if she gonna watch a movie or sit here and talk to me and keep me company. We can talk about what's going on in the world, Miss Charlene. What's going on in Nevada besides a heat stroke?
That's what we got. Heat, no heat.
Is it hot enough for you? And you know that man earlier when we was somewhere, and that man was talking about he left from Alaska to come down here. Child, it's summertime. I guess it's summertime in Alaska. It shouldn't be too cold. If you stay in Alaska in the wintertime, you might as well stay in Alaska during the summer. Unless the ice start melting and it get too slushy or whatever. Hey, Miss Mercy. So, Miss Charlene, I took out a loan so I could get the van because of all the peer pressure that you and the other subscribers was giving me to get a new vehicle. So, are you excited for me to win the bid on a new vehicle and get another vehicle? How that's gonna make you feel? Uh-huh.
I'm just happy for my friend.
You happy to see a van bill?
As long as it's not me building it.
Oh, it's gonna be you building it. Hey, Miss Shay, you mean to tell me you gonna help Pauline and you ain't gonna help me? I thought you said we was family.
My house don't mean I have to like it.
You know what? What you said?
My help don't mean I have to like it. I don't like working hard. But I do.
I probably won't need as much help as she do.
You know more than what you know than we know.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes when like when I was working on the van, yeah, I did everything by myself. But some things that I did, it would have been better if I'd had an extra set of hands.
Yeah.
Like I had to figure out how to do stuff without having no help. Like when you put that ceiling up, which I end up going and pay somebody to put the ceiling up because I was trying by myself. When you put the ceiling up, you need somebody to hold it. And when I was putting the insulation up there, you need somebody else to hold that insulation. And then when I was building that, when I built that cabinet, because my whole wall thing, it's one piece. So it comes all the way out. And I had to do that while the van was still empty and put it in there. But when I was trying to get it up to the wall and stuff and then hold it and then screw it, it was hard because you don't have nobody to push it all the way up against the wall while you screwing it in. So some things, it do help to have two people to do it. I didn't have no help when I did the van, and I could still do it again without no help, but two hands is better than one hand, or two sets of hands. It's better than one sitting. But I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out of doing a van bill right away. I'm trying to get out of it, but my mind is like getting anxious. Like when I get a van, my mind is thinking how I'm gonna do this, because I already have a floor plan in mind for when I do a van bill. I kind of sort of have a floor plan, but I was thinking like last night, like in my van now, how I got the back blocked off with that stove and stuff back there. I don't want my stove in that area no more. But I'm trying to think, do I still want to block that back off? Do I still want to block my back door off? Or do I want to have everything to the sides and just go straight down the middle where you could just walk out the back door? And then I was also thinking, because most of the vans at the auction, well, all of the vans at the auction, none of them have windows. So like I did when, before I got my other van, I watched videos after videos after videos after videos before I even got a van. So that way when I got a van, I already knew like what style I wanted, whatever. So I'm actually watching videos now because I'm just trying to see like what I want to do. But I don't know if I want to. I have so much storage in my current van, and I really like having all that storage. With having a taller van, when I get a van, you're still gonna have, yeah, so I'm thinking, am I still gonna need all that storage in the back with that thing going across the back? Because I'm still, somebody had left a comment on the channel and say, ooh, when you get another van, get up off the floor. No! No! You can't make me get up off the floor. I might get up off the floor, and I might not get up off the floor. I like the floor, and I like having all the room and the more potential for room. I don't think it's nothing wrong with having more room. The more room, the better. So I'm trying to figure out if I just want to do like.
About how the guy did that one from guest bed where he pulled the bed out.
Yeah. Now I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea for if I do get up off the floor. I mean, it's gonna be different. If I get up off the floor, it's not gonna be what people think, because I already have a plan. If I get up off the floor, it's not gonna be what people think. When I do my van tour, they still gonna be saying where the bed at. But I was thinking, like, if I do get up off the floor, then it'll be an opportunity. I'm thinking. Like even last night, because I don't feel like I need a bathroom. I feel like a bathroom is wasted, also wasted space that you only gonna use every so often. And
That takes too much space.
it take up too much space for me. Like that whole space up and down could be a closet, could be a pantry, could be something. I would have a pull-out drawer somewhere where my bathroom could be disclosed. Now my bathroom, my toilet, in my new floor plan, my toilet would probably be hidden. But I don't feel like I need a shower. I don't feel like I need a separate room for a toilet. And I don't feel like I need a whole place that's dedicated to a bed, but the bed gonna be sitting up all day long. That's not me. Like if I was building a van for somebody else and that's what they wanted, I could give them that. But for myself, I feel like everybody lives van life differently. Everybody got different things that's more important to them. And having a bed that's just staying a bed all the time is not important to me. Like I don't even like the look in a van where the bed is always just right there in your face. For me, I don't like that. It's like when you invite somebody over to your house, you don't want your bed to be in your living room. But when you living in your van and you invite somebody over to your house, your bed is in your living room. And then I don't like people to sit on my bed. So the way to eliminate that is to put your bed up. Nobody can see it. So I'm not gonna have no bed out. I'm not gonna have no fixed bed. So without having a fixed bed that still give me that whole backspace to have like I have, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I have to physically, I kind of have a design in mind for one side of the wall. Well, for both sides of the wall, because I know, like my stove is in the back now. I know I don't want my stove in the back no more. I know I don't want my refrigerator in the back no more. And I know I don't want my refrigerator and my stove side by side. Because in the heat, when you cooking, that refrigerator gets hot. So I was thinking last night, like, where should I put my refrigerator? And then, like most people put their refrigerator down on the floor. And I was thinking about that, but then I don't want my refrigerator on the floor. I don't think I want it on the floor. So I'm thinking I'm still gonna have it up on a cabinet. And then another thing I was thinking, you know, all the outside storage that I have on the van, because my van is taller and it's gonna give me more storage in the inside, I don't know if I'm gonna need any outside storage on the, I don't want to, I might still end up doing it, but I don't want to put outside storage on the outside. And I was thinking last night, like toward the back door, if I had a tall closet from floor to ceiling in the back, then I could put my my tent. I wonder if I could stand my tent up in that, my gazebo. If I could stand my gazebo up in there. And the only thing that would be on the outside would be the bike rack. But I still like the my ladder on the outside of the van. Girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I love that ladder.
Your ladder going down.
I'm not talking about the ladder that you could climb up on to get up on top. I still like to have a ladder that if you needed to move it anywhere, any side around the van, I like that. I like it. I like it. Look, Charlene. As long as you get your front seat to sit in, you ain't got no other. That's the only option you got. I take the front seat out or I put the ladder. I like the ladder on the outside of the van. She say no, y'all. She said, now. See, that's why it's good I'm talking. But you probably gonna see that ladder on the outside of that van, because I usually, well, it's gonna be ghetto fabulous, because that's what I like. It's functional. I like functionality.
You get a ladder and right off, and that's right there.
Nah, I don't want that. I mean, I'm still gonna have that somewhere, but I don't want one to just climb up in one place. I want one to be able to climb anywhere. With my ladder, I can move it around anywhere on the van.
Climb the ladder and get on top of that, and then you can move around.
I don't want to do that. That's dangerous. And then if my whole roof is going to be covered with solar, what you going to move on? Because your whole roof going to be covered with solar. You can't walk on top of the solar. Like last night, I watched the van tour where the man, he had so much solar up there. Girl, the only place he didn't have solar was where he had the max air fan kind of like in the back, in the middle. But the whole roof, the rest of the roof on the side and the back and the front, the whole roof was covered in solar. I know he had over 1,000 watts of solar on that van, and that's what I want. I want 1,000 watts of solar. So if you have your whole roof covered with solar, you not gonna get up there and be walking around, but you still have to be able to clean your solar every now and then. I probably won't do it, but I like to talk about stuff. I probably won't do it, but I want to. I want to. And I think, I know when I was looking at the box trucks, the box trucks have a area underneath the van where you could fit a water tank at. I can't remember if the vans have a place where you can put their water tank at, but I think I have seen people put their water tank under the bottom of the van on the transits. So I think I have room to put the water tank under the bottom of the van, so we won't have to have a water tank on top. I think the only thing gonna be on top of my van is solar and the max air fan, and I want as much solar as I could possibly get. And I wanted to buy them solar panels from Phoenix that I had told you about. We might have to end up going to Phoenix. Take us a little, once I get my van, take us a little ride to Phoenix so we can go get it.
I'm surprised in this day and age we can do solar so much that they haven't come up with a solar panel that holds more watts and stuff.
They do have them. They be expensive. The ones that we talking about getting in Phoenix is big. The more the wattage, the bigger the solar panel is gonna be. So the ones in Phoenix are huge. They are 250 watts. So if you get 4 of those, that's 1,000 watts. And I want 1,000 watts on, I want at least 1,000 watts on my van. And I want the lithium batteries. The battle-born batteries though be like $2,000 and $3,000 a piece. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I don't know if I could afford one of them. Yeah, but solar, like I tell people when you're doing your van bill, to me solar is one of the first things you need to get, because that's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. Like for you to live in the van comfortably without, you could live in the van without water, you could live in the van without a sink or whatever. And the easiest thing to get in a van bill is your stove. Propane, that's gonna help you with cooking, and that's gonna help you with the winter. So I'm gonna try to sell my van. I'm gonna try to sell Treasure, but if I can't sell her, then we gonna take everything off. We're taking the solar panel off. My batteries are still good, but if I take the solar panels off, I don't know, because I got 3 solar panels on top of the van. If I take the solar panels off, I don't know if I could fit 2 of those 250 watt solar panels on top of there. And you can't mix 250 watts. My solar panels are 180 watts. So you can't mix 250 watts and 280 watts together. They can't run what they call it running in a series. They can't run in a series and they can't run parallel because they are different wattages. So you have to have all the same wattage. So if I did put the 3 180 watts on top, and then I still want to put the 250 watts, I would have to separate them. I would have to have the 200 and the 180 watts by themselves, and then I would have to have the 250 watts by themselves on another whole battery hookup. So that would mean you would have two systems going, which is really not too much, because think about it. I if I don't sell the van and I keep my current system hookup, but I want to add more to it, then I really want some lithium batteries, right? But my AGM batteries are still good. So what I would do is connect everything like I got it now, connect 3 batteries to the AGM battery, that whole system, and then let something run off of that by itself. Like let my refrigerator run off of that by itself with nothing else on it. And then hook up another system with the lithium, or I would probably let my house, the lights, that's what I would probably do. I would probably let the lights and like the fans and stuff like that run off of the AGM battery, and then let the refrigerator, because the refrigerator pull a lot. Then I would probably get like 2, however many more panels that could fit up there, 2 or 3 more panels, put up there, and let them run my refrigerator with lithium batteries. I would get more life, and then I wouldn't have that problem. But I would have to have a lot of room for all them batteries, because them 2 batteries I got, them 2 AGM batteries, they weigh 100 pounds a piece. Like for real, for real. Like for real, for real. Them things so heavy, I don't even know how I got them in the van. But where there's a wheel, there's a way. I probably gave myself a hysterectomy. putting them things in the van. But I wouldn't get rid of them unless a company reached out to me and gave me a whole lot of lithium batteries, which I've had companies reach out to me for some reviews, but it was never worth it to me because they need you to like demonstrate the battery, put the battery on there. It was never worth it to me to disconnect my whole system to hook up one, because most companies are only willing to give you like one battery. Even though it was going to be a lithium battery, it wouldn't replace my system that I have. So it was never worth it to me to get rid of my whole system and disconnect that and move them big batteries out of there just to show people the other battery. It was never, even though I've had over probably 10 companies reach out to me over time with some lithium batteries, but it was never worth it to me. I say, unless you're going to replace what I have, I can't do it. I'm not going through all that trouble for nothing. So nobody was there, and I have 400 watts of AGM batteries, which is the total of 200 watts of lithium. So, and most lithium batteries are expensive. So no company wanted to give me 200 watts to replace my 400 watts. So I wasn't about to go through all that trouble for nothing. But I met this other man, and he like does electricity and he does solar for people in Vanlife. He be in Quartzsite in the wintertime. And I seen his system, girl. He got a trailer. He pulls a trailer. That man's system is, wow. That man's system look like a IT room. His system look like an IT room. He got it going on. I would like to get to the point where I know my solar like that. I don't know everything about the van bill like that guy we was watching the other day. I told you he know everything. He know how to solder. He know how to weld. He know how to build, carpentry. He know how to do his plumbing. And it's easier to learn all that stuff just in a van because it's so small. So he know how to do everything, the electrical. I didn't know how to do nothing when I done some remodeling before in my townhome and stuff. And I done put down tile, crown molding, and I used to have all my tools, my table saws, and not my table saw, but the regular saws and stuff. I used to have all of that, my nail guns, and all of that. But I still never did a complete project like, well, I guess I kind of sort of did, because I did my townhome. I put down carpet myself. I put the tile down myself. I put the molding down myself. I totally remodeled my kitchen and changed all the cabinets out. I took the toilet out the bathroom, put my own toilet down. I changed the whole kitchen, the bathroom sink out. Took that whole bathroom sink out. Changed the other sink, the countertop that was up there, and cut that countertop with a saw. It was like a granite countertop. I actually cut it. It was too long for my space because I had got all my stuff to remodel my townhome from houses that they was tearing down. So I did everything. I put the linoleum down on the floor. Everybody would walk in my townhome in the bathroom and they would think that was tile that I had put down. I put my mantle on the fireplace. I changed all the lights out in my townhome. Every light in every room, I changed that out. And when my sister got her house, she seen how I transformed. She was like, "Sister, lighting really do make all the difference in the world in a room." I said, "Yep, it do." And she told her husband she went to Home Depot and picked out all the lights she wanted to put in her new house and told her husband, "We gonna change out the lights." That man said, "We ain't doing," he said, "I ain't touching no electricity." And she called the electrician, and they wanted like $200 or $100 per light in every room to change. And she called me, say, "Sister, them people want $200 to $100 for every light in the room. I got like 10 lights I want to change out." And she was like, "Can you come to my house and change out the lights?" I say, "Your husband?" She talking about, "That man said he ain't touching no electricity." I say, "So you gonna call your sister because the man you married don't want to touch no electricity?" She's talking about, "You know, sister, you know how it is. We women independent." I say, "Well, get in there and do it yourself." She talking about, "You know I'm not doing that." She talking about, "I'll pay you." I say, "Okay, Jackie, I'll be there." I changed out her fixture in the bathroom. I changed out her fixture in the dining area and in one of the rooms. I changed out the fixture in her master bathroom, the regular the guest bathroom, and all of that. And she's like, "Sister, you good. You need to open up your own little construction company. Especially changing out lights and stuff. You don't need no license to change out lights. All you need to do is turn the electricity off. Yeah, no. That's all you got to do. What is it?" I told her, I say, "Why that man?" I say, "All he got to do is turn the electricity off." He say he not touching the electricity. Then when one of the microwaves, they go over the stove, because you know you can replace this right here with a microwave. They go up here that will have the vent and and so I had changed mine out in my apartment, and I had bought one of them microwaves from Home Depot. They had the vent and the light on it. So I say, "Girl, this is why I'm talking about doing stuff by yourself, Charlene. Now ask me how a person, now you know them microwaves are heavier to go over the stove. Because they got that vent and they got the fan and all of that and the microwave in it. Ask me how a person put That big old microwave up there, held it up there, put it up there, and screwed it in by themselves.
Determination.
By themselves. I did. So when my sister seen mine, she wanted one. She didn't want that vent. So she asked her husband, would he put the vent? And see, for this, it usually, well, mine did and theirs, it have a plug in the inside of here. So you're not wiring nothing. All you doing is putting the microwave up, running that cord through there, which the hole is already up here, and you just plugging it in. So she told her husband she wanted him to put the microwave up there. Girl, he don't talk about, I'm not doing that. She said, it's not nothing, you just plug it. He said, I'm not doing it. Guess who she called? Anything she needed done in the house, she would call her sister and say, sister,
That's how they do me, so.
you need some money. I told her, I said, girl, what you got married for? what you got married for if every time you look around your husband saying, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. But he wasn't, not every man is a DIY construction man, but I feel like if a woman could do it, a man should be able to do it too. But every time she needed something done, she was calling Vanessa. Do this, do that. I say, girl, you ought to be tired of giving me your money. She's like, you cheaper than, I'd rather give it to you than to give it to the professionals because you cheaper than them. $200, $100 per light just to change it out. It ain't gonna take you 10 minutes, especially the ones in the bathroom and the ones in the living room when she in her dining area. She had this, you know how when you buy a home and they just have them little factory lights that go with it. So she had this little chandelier in her, it was a little small chandelier in the like dining area. She didn't want that up there no more, so I took it down. And I was like, girl, what you gonna do with these lights? She's like, nothing, you can take them. So I took the little chandelier light that she had up there, and I seen something different. I was like, Jackie, you don't have to throw that away. I said, girl, let's do a DIY. She's like, no, I don't want it. I say, okay. I took it, did my little DIY on it, painted it gold. I had it painted gold and silver, and then I put all kind of little like crystals and stuff on it. She came to my house. Where you got that light from? That's a beautiful light. I said, that's your light. I said, that's your light. She talking about, you lying. That's not my light. I said, I told you not to throw it. I told you not to take that light down, and we could have did a DIY. She talking about, I want my light back. I said, go take it down. Well, I know you ain't gonna touch that electric. I said, you can have it if you go take it down. Because I ain't taking it down. Girl, that light, when I got through with that light was beautiful. She gonna sit up here. I'm telling her, I said, Jackie, that lamp right there, that light right there could be pretty. It's basic, but you can add stuff to it. And she's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. Come to my house. And they would do that to me all the time. Even my brother-in-law. One time I bought something from Goodwill, and this Goodwill in my area where I had lived at, they used to get a lot of stuff from Star Furniture, which was a new high upscale store. So anything they had scratch and dent, of course they donated it to Goodwill so they could get the full price from like they tax donating, right? So I would go to Goodwill all the time on certain sides of towns in the nicer sides of town, and they would have brand new furniture that you could go to stores and the stuff would be like $3,000-$4,000, and you could go to Goodwill and you are not Goodwill, Salvation Army. You can go to Salvation Army and you could find it for like $200 and $300, but it would still have a price on it for like $3,000. So I went in there one day. I went to Salvation Army one day, and I seen this beautiful. It was a beautiful like entertainment center, but it looked like an armoire, but it was an entertainment center. And girl, that thing was like $200-$300. Still had the price on it for like $3,000. And I called my now, and it was so heavy, solid wood. Ask me, cause you know them armoire things is two pieces. Usually the part that sit on the floor, and then it's the other part that you will sit on top of it. Ask me how I got that thing upstairs by myself. I got it upstairs by myself, but I couldn't lift the other part on top of the other part to put it on top of there. Tried everything, couldn't get it up there. So I called my sister and say, I need your husband. I need your husband. So he came over there. He already knew, Vanessa, is this something heavy? I say, no, it's not nothing heavy. Me and you could do it. He say, Vanessa, I already know you. It's heavy. I'm bringing a friend. So he brought his friend over there. And as soon as they walk in the house, girl, I had this elegant crown molding all at the top, marble floor. And when you walk in, I had marble over my fireplace, like where you got your the tile up there. I had marble up there. Had me a fireplace mantle. Had the crown molding, the foot molding, and chair molding. I had all three of the moldings. The crown molding on top, the chair molding, and the wide foot molding. Changed the carpet in the living room, did everything in the house, and then the man walked up in the house and he was like, wow. He was like, this is beautiful up in here. This is elegant. And my brother-in-law was like, guess who did all this work up in here? And the man was like, who? He was like, her. She did everything. That man was like, man, wow, we need to hire her. So they put the thing up, and my brother-in-law told him to ask her. He said, now I already know the answer to this question. Ask her who brought this in the house. That big old thing that it took 2 men to pick up. He said, ask her how she got this in the house. He said, how you got this in the house? I said, I did it myself. Girl, I was doing everything myself. I did everything myself. When I changed my carpet out, you know how I'm talking about carpet, regular carpet, the carpet. I had a whole roll of carpet, the whole roll. And I had like 3 or 4 rolls of carpet to do my living room, my dining room, and my bedroom, and my hallway, and the other bedroom. Guess who brought all that carpet upstairs by themselves? Upstairs, by themselves, Vanessa. Child. I mean, I can't be no sorry man. Like my sister told somebody one day, she said, if you can't outdo Vanessa, don't even tell me you no man. She told somebody one day, right in my face. She said, if you can't outdo Vanessa, you can't even tell me you no man. Because she said, y'all be around here talking about y'all a man and y'all a man, and you can't even outdo a woman, what a woman is capable of. And that's why, like, some people you get in a relationship with be jealous of you. Because, and I did have a guy tell me one time that, you know, he was doing all the stuff that he shouldn't have been doing being in a relationship. And one day we sit down and had a hard talk, and I asked him, why are you doing this? And he was telling me, he told me, he said, Vanessa, you don't need me for nothing. And I was like, what you mean I don't need you for nothing? You my man. I do need you for something. He said, no, you don't need me for nothing. He said, even if you ask me to help you with something, you didn't need me. And he wanted to be with a woman that I guess was going to be like, or a woman, and I've seen too many women like that was married and waited on their husband to do something for them. Like I knew this one lady who lived in a house, and for 30 years, she was waiting on her husband to paint her walls and put a toilet in each bathroom. She had no bathroom in her house.
And she's still waiting.
And she, right now, today, she is still waiting on her husband to do all of that. And I even told her, because I was friends with her, I told her, she was like, Vanessa, why are you? And I even went to her house and I remodeled one of her bathrooms, because every time I would go to her house, you had to wait for them to go in the bathroom, and because they didn't have one bathroom in the house that was complete. And I was tired of peeing on myself up here doing this, waiting for them to go in the bathroom to clean it up, to flush the toilet. And I told her, one day I went to her house, I had my nail gun, because I had remodeled my bathroom already. I had tile left over from my bathroom. I had molding left over from my bathroom. I had paint left over from my bathroom. And I showed up at her house and I said, I'm doing that bathroom. And she said, well, my husband say he go. I say, girl, when is he going to do it? I say, well, when he get to it. And then he came home. And I was still at their house. I took all night long to do the bathroom. And he came home and he was like, thank you for priming the walls for me. I say 20 years from now, I promise to God, I told that man that. I say 20 years from now, this same paint gonna be on this wall. And you ain't gonna, you say I'm priming it. I say I'm not priming it for you, I'm painting it. I say 20 years from now, this same paint gonna be on this wall. I did their bathroom. They had like one of them little hallway bathrooms. It was like long and it's just the toilet and the sink up in there. So I pulled the toilet up, put the linoleum down, put another wax pack on there, all this stuff. I brought all the material. Did the bathroom. The man come home and gonna talk about I just primed the wall for him. I promise to God, I told that man 20 years later, this prime, you talking about this prime, I say it's still gonna be on the wall. I could promise you 30 years later, it was still there and he never did nothing to it. Only bathroom in the house that you could say is complete, and it's a half bathroom. That's sad. If I wish I would sit around and wait around on a man. Then I say I'm married and this is my husband and we can't even have a bathroom in the house that's fixed. So I understand how I intimidate men and how just doing your own thing and not waiting on nobody, not asking nobody to do something. If I was in a relationship, I would ask the person to do this for me or do that for me. But if I ask you and 2 days later you ain't did it, it's gonna be done. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting a week. I'm not waiting a month. And I'm definitely not waiting no 30 years. I'm definitely not waiting no 30 years. Girl, who do that? Like, and then I would tell any woman, like when it comes to painting, when it comes to painting and simple stuff like that, why would you be waiting on a man to paint? Like, you better get your children together, get them boys together. And this particular lady, she had boys. I told her, I feel sorry, because you know me, I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. I observe something so long, and then when I see it ain't going to change, or I'm going to say something, especially if I'm supposed to be a friend. And then if I already know, like my sister say, my sister we was a lot alike, but we was different. My sister was more, and I used to be like that, but I'm not like that no more. She was more like, she would watch you and see stuff that was foul, and she would take stuff. Like me, I used to take stuff and she wouldn't say nothing. But when we take it so long, I would tell people, everybody would say, oh, Jackie is nice, Jackie is sweet, why you can't be like that? I would just laugh. I would be like, she's nice, she's sweet, huh? I say, one day you're going to find out, because if you think she's nice, that means you taking advantage of her, and when she get tired of it, I bet you won't say she's nice no more. And my sister, this her saying, she would say, when, I don't know how, I can't fix it just how she would say it, but she would say, I'm trying to fix it how she would say it. She would pretty much say like, you like me now, but when I tell you off, she say, you're not going to want to be my friend no more. So that's why Jackie would say, I take as much as I could take off of people, Because when I finally tell them off, she say she has already decided that she don't even want to be friends with them no more. So she finally gonna tell them, and I have done that in situations like I've decided you not my friend. I've decided I wouldn't want to be friends with you. I can't trust you. So I'm gonna intentionally, when I tell you off, I'm not sparing no feelings. I'm not. How they say, skipping or what? I'm stepping on some toes, and that's what my sister said. She said, when I finally tell you something, you're not gonna want to be my friend no more. And so when she would tell, like I remember somebody, this girl that was friends with my sister. They had been friends since college. They was in a Sarah together, but my sister, because she was darker than me and my other sister, and even my brother, they experienced from our own family members being treated different because of their color, right? So my sister had a thing with anybody treating her different because of color. She wasn't gonna tolerate it. So when her child was born, and she had a baby shower with all her sorority sisters in it, one of the girls at the shower said, in front of everybody else, one of the girls at the shower said, just out of nowhere, she said, y'all ever seen a baby born so black that when he was born, he came out black when he was born? And they was like, no, I ain't never seen that. And she said, Jackie baby was. Girl. I'm telling you, my sister had this thing, this what she would do. If you see her with this, like this, and one day I had to bring it to her attention. I said, Jackie, do you notice that you walk around with your fist balled up like this? And she said, no, I don't. I say, yes, you do. I say, I'm going to point it out to you. I say, every time I see you, when she would get mad, I would always know it. This hand right here, baby, it be balled up. And she be holding back. And when that girl said that, I said, Jackie, was your fist balled? Was your fist balled up? She say, sister, it took everything in me to not hurt her or tell her something. She say, but you know what? I don't want to be friends with her no more. And they went to college together. They went to high school together. And the girl just kept calling my sister and calling my sister, and my sister would not return her call. And I was like, Jackie, why don't you tell her that she hurt your feelings? Jackie say, if I tell her, she ain't gonna like me no more. I say, but Jackie, you holding something in, and I would try to teach my sister how to celebrate. I say, Jackie, for every insult, there is a way to celebrate what people are making fun of. I say, your son is beautiful. He got a beautiful, beautiful chocolate. She didn't like the word chocolate. But I would do it on purpose because I knew she wasn't going to hit me. I would say, Jackie, you can't let, I say, do you think your child is not going to go out in the world and nobody never going to call him black? I say, you think your child not going to go out in the world and nobody never going to tell him, ooh, you black, ooh, you blue black. I say for every insult, make a positive affirmation for it. Tell your child you have a beautiful dark complected. Tell your child be proud of your color. Tell your child you dark because the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Like I had somebody tell me something one time about a man. They asked me right in the man's face. They said, why he so black? I said, because blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. What you mean, why he black? Why you like you is? And I told somebody else one time, I said, y'all problem is y'all think everything that's light and bright is cute. I say, but I see a whole lot of stuff that's light, bright, and ugly. Like y'all be thinking it's cute. Like a lot of my family members are prejudiced. And they light, and they bright, and they got red hair and freckles. And they walking around here prejudice of darker complected people. And I let them know. I say everything that's light and bright ain't cute, baby. Some of y'all walking around here thinking y'all cute and y'all not. Not at all. So I don't fool with prejudiced people. My sister never did, she never invited that girl to anything else again. She was like, how she gonna say my baby was born? You know babies coming out of that liquid, coming out of the womb, them been in water all this time. You ain't never seen no baby come out black. I mean, they all be pink. And she gonna talk about my sister baby came out black. And she was like, why would she say that, Vanessa? I say, well, Jackie, some people just ignorant. Some people just prejudiced. And she thought she would bring attention to you. And all of them women that's talking about how dark your baby is or whatever, baby, your husband is black and they want him. They want him. So they just saying that to try to make you feel insecure. Can't nobody make me feel insecure about nothing. That's what I told her. Your children will grow up with insecurities in the world when you don't address the things that they gonna be addressed with. Like, children will be teased about their complexion. They will be teased about being buck teeth or having freckles or being short or wearing glasses or wearing braces. You got to teach them kids how to embrace that stuff, because the worst bullies in the world is children.
Yeah.
Like the worst bullies in the world. Them children go through so much at school. That's why you got so many children in school that want to harm themselves. And you got to teach your children to have self-confidence. A lot of people don't do that. Yeah, that girl gonna talk. But my sister say, when I get ready to tear you off, you ain't gonna like me. She said, you ain't gonna want to be my friend no more. And I could imagine it. Because like I told the lady that I was friends with, I told her one day, I said, I feel sorry for the women that marry your sons. And she said, why is that? I say, because they're going to be some sorry. And she was like, why you say that, Vanessa? I said, why y'all grass this high outside? Because I'm not letting my boys cut the grass. That's what my husband is for. I say, so you tell me your husband, I say, do your husband go to work every day? Your husband be coming home at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning and leave the house at 5 in the morning, and he been working all day. I said, so you mean to tell me that if he don't have time to cut the grass because he working all day, every day, you're going to let the grass grow this high? I said, you got 2 boys? I say, so you mean to tell me them boys can't push no lawnmower? I said, let me tell you something, which was wrong, but my mama had girls, and she wasn't working, and my mama had us going, the girls, we was going out there at 8 and 9 and 10 years old, cutting neighbors' yards and bringing the money back home. And I'm like 8 and 9, and my sisters and brothers all 2 years apart from me, and we going out all together, cutting people's yards at 8 and 9 years old, and here you got some boys. Now this was girls going out and cutting grass, and you got boys, and this your own yard. This not no, we're not telling you to go send them out and go cut no neighbor's yard like my mama was doing us. But she was pimping us out for labor. Yeah. I'm telling you, I've been working since I was a child. She was pimping me out for labor. We would go in the neighborhood on a Saturday and a Sunday and just go all around the whole neighborhood and cut everybody's yard. Girls. And we was like 8 and 9 and 10 years old. And then me, she pimped me out. I would clean all the old ladies' houses in the neighborhood. I'd be working from morning, noon, and night, taking care of her children. And then when one of the old ladies wanted their houses clean, Vanessa such and such and such and such, you know she live across the street, I'd be at that old lady house all day long cleaning. For how many dollars? Probably wasn't enough for about $10, $15, $20. Probably wasn't even $20. And I did that. That was my job. My mama went and got a job as a maid in some rich white people's house. And guess who? And they would leave the house on the weekend so the maid could come in and clean. And guess what my mama would do? She would go there and see them off. She would leave, and she would come pick me up. and take me to the rich white people's house and clean their house, and the rich white people had a pool in their backyard, guess who would be in the pool swimming while their daughter is in the house cleaning up the people's house? I'm talking about a big old 2-story house. And a child cleaning up the house while the mama out in the swimming pool enjoying herself. Girl, my mama had a whole job at a club being a dishwasher at a bar at a club. And I was like 12 years old, and I was in the back washing the dishes. My mama would come after school every day, instead of going home and doing my homework and being in the bed at night. The club closed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the club from the time I get out of school to the time the club closed, washing dishes. Washing dishes. And then I heard a bitch say pick a struggle. Bitch, I done had many struggles. I ain't got to pick one. I ain't got to pick one. How you gonna tell somebody to pick a struggle that done been through hell and back? And then the sad thing about it, the year that I was at the club washing them dishes, the year that I was doing it, because I always been bad in spelling and reading and writing. So the year that happened, the teacher told my mom I passed that grade. I think I was in I don't know if I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, something like that. But the year that it happened, the teacher pulled my mama to the side, told her, Vanessa passed, but Vanessa is not good in these subjects. Either you're going to work with her over the summer, because she's going to be behind in the next grade that she's going to, because she's not that good at it already. So the teacher told my mom, either you're going to work with her over the summer, or you need to put her back a grade. Now, you holding me back intentionally, I passed. But as a mother, the teacher is telling you need to work with her. Or if you're not going to work with her, you need to let her repeat a grade. Guess what my mama did? She made me repeat a grade. I passed the grade. She made me repeat a grade instead of working with me over the summer.
Maybe she didn't know herself.
She didn't. She didn't, but that ain't no excuse to make a child repeat a grade because you don't want to work with them. Find somebody else to work with them. Find somebody else to work with them. How you going to make a child pay for your ignorance and your stupidity? And the reason why the reason why the teacher didn't know this. The reason why she was saying I wasn't in attendance in class and I wasn't retaining the stuff and I wasn't learning nothing, the reason why I wasn't, because every day after school, I was being taken to a club to wash dishes until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm studying. So you got me out making money for you. You got me out making money for you in your place, but then you gonna put me back a grade. That kind of stuff right there, it pisses me off because my mama wasn't the only sorry mother like that. And it still got some more sorry mamas like that exist today. That make their children pay for their sins or their ignorance or their stupidity. Like, how you think it's okay to have a child working in the club, washing dishes all night long, and then got to wake up and go to school the next day, and you sitting up here hearing the teacher say, well, she's not attending and she's not paying attention. How in the hell somebody gonna pay attention when they sleepy? You got a child nodding in class? But then nowadays, that's why the law makes teachers responsible for it. If they see any signs of neglect or they see any signs of child abuse, they supposed to report it. They supposed to report it. Back then, in them days, They ain't report nothing. They ain't report nothing because I often wonder, like all the signs of that. I was the most abused by my sisters and brothers. All the signs that I was being abused, and I'm telling you, I don't see how teachers didn't see it. I don't see how teachers didn't see it. One person almost caught it. One person I almost caught it, and she would just make excuses. Like every year, I needed glasses. I never had glasses going to school. Every year I needed glasses. Finally, when they would come to the school to do your eye exam, like about 3-4 years in a row, the people kept telling my mama, you need to go get her some glasses. You need to go get her some glasses. So after every year, she would say, oh, I'm going to get her some, I'm going to get her some. And she never would give me no glasses. And they told her, they say, if you don't get, then it ended up, none of my brothers needed glasses, but then it ended up my sisters needed glasses too. And then when they would compare the records and see we all had the same mama, they was like, oh, so she ain't getting none of her kids the stuff they need. So one year, the nurses at the school that came to do the eye exam told my mama, if you don't get them children no glasses, we sending CPS out to your house this year. And she said, okay, I am. Ask me, did we get them? Ask me, did we get them? So one year, I was very, very, very smart in math, science, and English. Like, them was my best subjects. When I was in 8th grade, I was in 12th grade math. And one day, the science teacher pulled me to the side, and he was like, Vanessa, what he was saying something, and like they wanted to put me in remedial classes. And I was begging the man. I was like, no, don't put me in a remedial class. And I told him, I said, sir, I can't see, because the man was asking me, why do you, when you take your tests, a lot of teachers thought I was cheating, because when I take my tests, I would pass with flying colors and I would get A's on my tests. In English, in math, and in science, I would get A's on all my tests. But when it came to class participation, if they called on me and they asked me a question, I would just sit there and I would never say nothing. And I would just start crying, and they thought I was slow. I even had a teacher went to the principal and she tried to get me all my classes, remedial classes, because she asked me a question and I would not answer the question, because like if they asking you a question and you sitting in the back, or you sitting and you can't see the board, how can you answer the question? And so I would just sit there and I wouldn't say I can't see the board, and I wouldn't answer the question, and they tried to put me in remedial classes. And so my science teacher came to me one day and he asked me, he said, Vanessa, are you cheating on your test? And I said, no, sir. And so he put me in the front of the class and made me take the test. And I passed the test. He said, how come you passing your test, but when I call on you in class, you don't know the answer? I say, sir, it's not that I don't know the answer. I can't see. I can't see the problem. So he said, this is what he did. He took my desk and put it all the way up at the board. Like I had to sit in front of the whole classroom. The classroom desk start here. My desk up there. Because I couldn't see. When I had a child, I promised he ain't gonna never need no glasses. If they say he need glasses, he gonna have glasses. Everything I didn't have, we ain't never getting our lights turned off. We ain't gonna never not have water on. People should not have children. I know when I talk about this stuff, I get emotional because Because it still go on today in the world. Like, it's still people doing this kind of stuff. And then it's people that didn't take accountability, like my mama. Everything I'm saying, she never took accountability for nothing. None of this. People don't know how much. And I know I'm crying, you too. But y'all don't know how much y'all children having glasses like affect them at school. Like they can't do their work. Yeah, they might get teased because they wear glasses, but at least they could do their work. At least they could see. I couldn't even do my work. I'm sitting up here being considered a dummy in a class, and I'm actually one of the smartest students when it came to science. And so this what had happened. This one teacher, she tried to get me put all remedial classes. She was my reading teacher. She tried to get me to put, she went to the principal's office and told the principal that I was a dummy and tried to put me in all remedial classes. But the other teachers in the other classes, in my science class, my English class, and my math class say, this girl makes straight A's. This girl, the math teacher, he went to the principal's office because he was about to put me in all remedial classes. The math teacher, my English teacher, and my science teacher, because the math teacher went to all my other classes where I made A's in it, and the other teacher that was trying to get me put in the remedial classes told the principal that I must have been cheating because I was making A's in the other classes. And so the other teachers was like, no, Vanessa, the math teacher, that math teacher went to that meeting. That math teacher was like, Vanessa is smart, Vanessa could be a scientist, Vanessa is not gonna have to even go to, because you know in school you get math credits. So like if you get so many credits, you don't have to take that subject because like you don't have to take. So when I was in 8th grade, when they transferred 8th grade to the high school that year that I went. It was 9, 10, 11, and 12th grade. But the year that I went to 8th grade, they had transferred the 8th graders to the high school. So when I was in the 8th grade, I'm walking in the math class, and all the children, now I'm a freshman. So all the other seniors in the class saying, you're in the wrong class. You need to leave out the class. And I'm looking at my paper. I'm like, no, I'm in the right class. They like, you just stand right there. You're in the wrong class. It's 12th grade math. We don't even know how to do this math. You ain't going to be able to know how to do this math. You are a freshman. I stood right there, waited on the teacher to come in. As soon as he walked up in the room, they said, she's not supposed to be up in here. And he looked at my paper and he said, it says she's supposed to be up in here. And they like, well, how she gonna be in the 8th grade and be in 12th grade math? He said, because obviously she's smarter than y'all. And so I sat up in the class and he was talking and he was like, would you care to go to the board and work the problem out? And I showed him how to do the problem. He was like, how you know how to do that? Now, I was smart when it came to math. Like, I was like a genius. Don't ask me nothing now. Don't ask me nothing now. But I was in 12th grade math. And the next year, when I ended up getting married when I was in 16. So the next year, I wouldn't have had to do no math. But the type of person I was, I still wanted, because I didn't have to do English no more. When I was in the 8th grade, I didn't have to do English no more. I had already gotten all my credits for English. But because to me, I couldn't read that well, and English had spelling in it. So to me, I still wanted to take, I could have took like, I never took extracurriculum class. I never took like voice lessons. Like my other sister, she was in the choir and stuff.
Come in here.
Okay, why this thing? See, I got to move this over here.
You need time to cool off?
Sometimes it's
Light still on?
I had turned it down. I think I had turned it off. I probably should turn it down. But you know how the kids, they get the extracurricular activity, like they could take choir or they could take this or that.
Mm-hmm.
I never took that because I wanted to use that to take reading and stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
And the principal would take me in his office. Why do you want? I say, sir, I'm not good at reading. I'm not good at spelling, and I want to work on what I'm not good at. So I want to take it again. I say I'm gonna take it again if I have to take it 4 more years until I get out of high school and take it again and be good at it. I'm gonna take it again. I don't want to take it. And they was like, you don't want to have fun? You don't want to go quiet? No, I don't want to do that. I was like a nerd. Me and one of my brothers, we were like nerds. When we get home, we'd go to the room after we did whatever we needed to do, just go to the room and be in the books. So my other sisters and brothers was dummies when it came to math. And I couldn't read and write that well, but I still had to, and I'm the one failing. I'm failing every subject except math, science, and English. I'm failing every other subject except that and PE and home ec. But the spelling and the reading, I'm failing them subjects. But instead of my mama finding somebody to help me, my sisters and brothers were failing math. So guess who had to help the sisters and brothers with math after school? The one that need help in the other subjects, but don't have nobody to help her, have to help the sisters and brothers to understand math. And now I can't teach nobody. I remember it's somebody, it was somebody that was failing math. And their mama brought them to me to help them with math. And girl, I was explaining just basic problems to them, math, subtraction and addition. And like if me helping you gonna frustrate me, I can't do it. And I told her, I said, ma'am, you gonna have to go get a tutor for your child, because I can't do it. But Vanessa, you're smarter than me. I can't do it. I'll be hollering at the child. What is it about 1 + 1 = 2? You don't understand. You know when they had them problems? They had the problems that say 1 + 1 = 2, and then they leave a number out in the middle, but they have the minus sign. I forgot what kind of problems they call them, but they have several. They have addition, math, and subtraction all in the same problem. So they're telling you 1 + 1 = 2, then that -3, and then that times 4, and then that divided by 6, then what's your answer? I was good at them kind of problems. I'm trying to help this child. I say, okay, break it down. Put your asterisks across 1 + 1 = 2. Then take that and put the answer to that down from there, right? And then it's going to say divide that by whatever. So you taking that answer and you dividing it by that, and then you're going to take that answer that you divided by that, and then you're going to times that times 3. And then you're going to do whatever else it say, and then you got your answer. Girl, why that child couldn't get it? I'm like, I can't holler at you. I can't scream at you. I ain't got patience. Because I'm showing you the best way I know how to show you. Tell your mama to go get you a tutor. Well, you're supposed to be able to have patience. I don't. I don't. So I don't have patience. I can't. Some people I can't teach. Like, I don't have patience. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I tell everybody: if you don't get it 3 times, I'm not the one to teach you. I got enough patience to tell you 3 times. And if you don't get it after 3 times, Vanessa ain't the one to teach you. That's just how it is. I just can't. Because I will study stuff. Now, me personally, I may not get stuff after 3 times. But I am going to, because I'm teaching myself, I'm going to keep doing it over and over and over again until I get it. Like when I was watching them YouTube videos on how to do this and how to do that and how to do solar, girl, them people probably got 100,000 views for me. Because I almost sit up, first of all, I only learn from people who could teach a certain way. With YouTube videos, if I come across any video and they just playing music and they not talking, that's not the video for me to learn. So I need to watch a video where they telling you this and telling you that and telling you this. I can't watch videos that they just showing you, but they not telling you, especially when it comes to that solar stuff. I need to know this, I need to know, I got questions. So I know, that's why when I make a video how I want to learn, because I know it's some people out there like me that's going to need somebody to give them some instructions instead of just showing them without talking in the video. But them videos, when I will find a person that's talking, and then I will watch it once and I will say, oh, okay. Then I keep watching it over and over and over again until I understand every component. Because when they go in there, and then one thing I love about, that's why I tell everybody, people be telling me, well, Vanessa, can you tell us how to do this? I say, listen, go on YouTube, type what you're looking in for, YouTube University for anything you're looking in for, and you watch them videos over and over again. That's how I learned it, and that's how you need to learn it. Oh, Lord, I am cooking too long on some side. You have to watch it over and over and over again. And if you don't get it, you might not get it the first time. You might not get it the 10th time. You might not get it the 20th time, because I know I don't watch some videos more than 20 times. Am I the only one?
Watching my life.
Until you get it, ain't no shame. Then that's the one thing I like about it, because like me, I'm the type of person that if you ask me 3 times and you don't get it, I don't have no patience. That's why I tell everybody, go to YouTube, stop that video, pause that video, replay that video, because ain't nobody gonna know that you had to watch that video 100 times to get it. And you're not frustrating nobody.
Yeah, I am. I was doing this thing, do the thing, work hard. Come get in front of this thing. Is the hair on over there? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I might want to check them settings on their air, because when Gracie was over here, she was messing with all the settings. So I don't know if she changed something to where it ain't.
Except for 71, you would have called me, but you had to drop it.
Yeah.
We kind of. If it ain't calling us, drop it on 60.
You just having a hot flash, man. You old.
It was kind of being cool.
Ah, listen. Miss Pauline. Charlene. Drag that fan over there and sit up there. I say, what you doing? It's hot. I say, girl. I say, I wish I had my camera on YouTube right now. She sit up there. Girl, she got it locked, cocked, and loaded. Talking about it's hot. And then 5 minutes later, she got a blanket on, like me.
I like my face cold, but, you know, I can wrap up. But I have to have my face cold.
I don't care how hot it is, I still need to sleep with a cover or a blanket. I need some kind of cover on me, even if it ain't nothing but a
Go
sheet.
up and down all night.
Yep. Y'all working in the garden this afternoon, or are you working on the van?
Probably need to, I don't know.
We've been going out to the garden every day, Miss Pauline. I've been making her You should have seen her. One day she was in the bed and she was asleep. I say, Charlene, let's go out to the garden. She say, no. I say, let's go out. She had her butt. I said, let's go out to the garden. She say, no. I said, get your lady. But up, I messed with her. I messed with her then. I went out to the garden. Next thing I know, I heard that door closing and she out there. We stayed, I think that's the day we caught like 9 or 10 of them bugs to go feed. I say, aren't you glad we came out to the garden? I told her, I say, look, I ain't getting up early. I do the evening shift with you in the garden. But I ain't doing no 6 a.m., no 5 a.m. in the garden. But every now and then I might be up there early.
The garden's actually nice at night. When you can be out there, you really don't time in the morning.
So you think it's better in the evening?
Yeah.
I like it in the evening. Then the sun be going down. I wanted to sit out there last night, but my partner in crime didn't want to sit out there with me. I like to sit out there after it get dark. Do you have your area where the fish at? Do you have that like lit up, like after dark, you can see?
There's lights on it.
Oh, okay. I might want to see that one.
Around the light. I don't know if you ordered any more of that.
Is it lights all up in y'all yard?
Huh?
Is it lights all up in y'all yard when it at night? I bet that's pretty over there. I like being outside at night after dark, especially if you can see lights. That's why I like the BLM land over there, because you can see the whole city. It lights up after dark. I think that's so beautiful. Did you eat some of the peach cobbler your sister made? She got some ice cream.
I can't eat that ice cream.
You the one like chocolate, or she like chocolate? Girl, I've been put that on the other side. You don't know how to eat like that? Look. I don't like chocolate. I'm not a chocolate person. Only thing I like chocolate is my men. And what you say, Pauline? What you said?
Nothing.
What you said?
Nothing.
Only thing I like chocolate is my man.
Good for you.
You don't like a chocolate man? Girl,
Think about anybody but them.
it don't matter if you think about it, you still can think about it.
No, I don't like chocolate.
You ain't got to think about it, but you can think about it. I don't be thinking about it, but I could talk about it. It don't bother me to talk about it. I could talk about it a lot. I be talking about it so much, people be like, that lady ain't selling it.
Okay.
That lady turning up. But then if you be around me long enough, you'll know. Like my friend in Houston, she know. I ain't busting the grape. But I can talk the talk. I just ain't walking the walk. I'm cooking liver and onions, Pauline. You probably ain't gonna want none, though. No, you don't. Cause I use the bacon grease left over. Huh? We need to pick us some more kale, Charlene. Y'all, I'm just sitting here talking to Charlene. Miss May say, Vanessa, your story is making me cry. I know I be making myself cry sometimes, just thinking about stuff, but to me, I don't avoid thinking about stuff and talking about stuff just because it's gonna make me cry, because I lived through it. I'm here, I made it, but I feel like sometimes you have to talk about stuff, and hopefully you talking about stuff will keep somebody else from making them same mistakes. Like children's eyeglasses and having the stuff that they need in school to make them perform better is essential. And if you as a parent can't afford those things, you ought to reconsider having children. And number two, if your ass ain't on some welfare so you can go get your children some glasses, you need to get on it. Like, you can't have your children suffering and then be proud at the same time. And that's what my mama was. She chose men over her children, and she didn't want to go get on welfare because she was shacking up and living with men, and it would show that if somebody reported her for living with them and she was on food stamps, then she just chose for her children not to have the basic needs that they needed, not even having food in the house, not even getting food stamps when she qualified for it. But because she wanted to shack up and live with men, she wasn't getting benefits that her children needed. And that's very sorry and very sad. You know, to be able to qualify for something and you ain't working and you got 6 children and you rather shack up with a man that ain't taking care of you or your kids instead of going to get on some welfare and some food stamps. Now, I don't really like welfare and food stamps, but I mean, if you need it, you need it. Especially if you have kids, you need it. Go get it. I remember years ago, it was this lady that I was friends with, and she actually was married, but her husband wasn't making that much money. And like, they kept getting their lights turned off, they kept getting their water turned off, they wouldn't have food in the house to eat. I told that lady to go get on some food stamps. I can't get on food stamps. My husband, I'm married. I say, girl, if you don't go get no food stamps, I say, if you tell them your husband's income, just because you married don't mean you don't qualify for food stamps. You could be married and still qualify for food stamps, and the man could be working, and you could still qualify for food stamps if he ain't making nothing. Girl, I told her, I said, you better go get some food stamps. I said, I be telling a lot of people, when they remind me of my mama, I would tell them, I say, you remind me of my mama. We didn't have stuff that we needed. My mama was getting water turned off. It was either we had the water on or we had the lights off. We never had 2 on at the same time. And if they was on at the same time, it was an accident. And I tell people, you remind me of my mama. And I told that lady that every time you go to their house, their lights are off, their water off, they don't have no food up in the house. I told her, you better go apply for some food stamps. And she was like, what it look like I'm married and weird? I say, it look like you need it. And she went apply for food stamps, y'all. Them children started eating. And I told her, she said, well, we gonna only stay on it for a long time, for a certain amount of time. I said, well, you need to take them children to the dentist. You need to take them children and go get glasses. You need to take them children and go get their medical exam while you are getting it. since you say you ain't gonna stay on it as long as y'all need it. I don't understand people that got that kind of pride, and then you got kids and your children sitting up there suffering. All my mama had to go do for us to have glasses and go get our teeth cleaned and go to the doctor was go get on some food stamps, some welfare, but she didn't want to do that because she was laying up with some man. And I'm telling the truth and shame the devil. And somebody don't like it, and I don't care if you don't like it, and I don't care if you're gonna make a video and talk about it. Because you're probably talking about, I'm probably talking about your mama too. That's why you mad. I mean, that's why they mad at me. And then be talking about, oh, the stuff she said, we all had to go through that. Your mama was sorry too. You don't want me to talk about my mama being sorry, because when you say, oh, we did that, my mama did that to you. Your mama was sorry too. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't understand people want to protect people that you shouldn't be talking about your mom on YouTube. I talk about my mama in real life. She was sorry, trifling. Anytime you sit up here and put a man before your kids, anytime you qualify for food stamps, AFDC, you got 6 children, nobody job, the man ain't making enough money to take care of your children, and you don't go get no food stamps and let your children be hungry. Please, if your mama did that, I'm talking about her too. And I ain't just talking about my mama, I'm talking about yours too. Some of y'all mamas out there got plenty of food stamps for y'all, but she sold them. She was so trifling. Am I lying? Charlene and Pauline?
What?
Am I lying?
I came up military, so I don't know what to tell you.
But I'm telling you, if a woman did that, is that not trifling?
Very trifling.
You got kids, and you got 6 and 7 kids, and you living with a man. He ain't making enough money to take care of your 6 kids, and you qualify for food stamps, but you don't want to get them because if somebody turn y'all in, because he's staying in the house, if somebody turn y'all, so you let a man stay with you in order to, and you don't go get food stamps for your children.
Yeah, that's a good.
And your children don't even have glasses or going getting medical attention or nothing, because you want to be laying up with a man.
Oh, I was lying.
I think that's sorry. I never did that. And everybody didn't experience that, but a lot of people did. But then they don't want to talk about it. They want to sweep it under the rug. And the person that want to talk about it and bring it to the light or say what they experienced, they wrong for saying it. I feel like this, and I got this saying. If you want me to tell a different story, you should have lived a different life. Because I'm not protecting you. Like if me telling my story mean I'm dishonoring you or I'm disrespecting you, then you shouldn't care about how you was living. Because when children grow up, they talk. Like when children are children, they don't know right from wrong. They don't know their behavior was something was wrong with it. They don't know that they was being abused. They don't know that they was being neglected. They just think that's the way it's supposed to be. But then when they get older and you become a parent yourself and you be like, oh, I want to make sure my children have this. I want to make sure my children have glasses. Like, that's the basic stuff. Like glasses, getting your teeth clean, and taking them to the doctor when they break a leg or need some stitches. That's basic stuff. Like even my one of my brothers, he was running in the woods with another boy, and he ran into some barbed wire. The barbed wire ripped his hand open all the way from here to there. His skin was hanging off. My brother have a scar on his arm from here to there. Didn't get barbed wire go all the way deep. You could see the white meat, Pauline. And I'm the mama in the house, and the meat is hanging down. I took a pair of scissors and cut it. No doctor. Took a pair of scissors, cut the meat. Mama come home, see the child with the, oh, it's gonna heal. And to the day, the last time I seen him, he said, you remember this, Vanessa? I said, huh? And he showed me that long cut. He said, I thought I was gonna die that day. He said, but if it wasn't for a big sister that took the scissors and cut it and said, you're gonna be all right, and wrapped it up and cleaned it off, and now it just looked like a, you know, just a scar. I had to be the mama, the doctor, the everything. But that's what I'm going to show you. You don't even have Medicaid for your children to take them to the doctor, and you got a child sitting up here with his arm slashed open. But it got parents like that nowadays too. I know it seemed like that was the old days, but it got people doing worse than that today. And I done ran across some people in the scene. All them people be calling CPS on Peaches McIntyre. And she say, I believe in calling CPS on people. She say, I done called. She say, I done seen some children being neglected, and she done call CPS on them. But them people up there calling CPS on that woman just because they don't like her. CPS done been out to her house 40 and 50 times, and been out to her house 5 times in 1 week. And she record them. Every time they show up there, she record them. They called her. They done called CPS on that woman so many times, the sheriff is coming out there now. And I think that's so despicable when we see people in our neighborhoods for real with children that are being neglected, and we don't do nothing about it. But then you calling the police on a woman that you see her children hair. She don't comb their hair because she don't comb hair. But she taking them to the beauty salon and getting her children hair, her daughter hair braided. She taking them shopping, taking them eating. They go on vacations. She doing everything with her kids. You ain't never seen that woman neglect them children in one shape, form, or fashion, and you sitting up here calling CPS on her every day. And all the stuff that I done been through in life, that CPS should have been called every day, and nobody did. Nobody called. I don't have respect for people like that. And that's why, Charlene, when I say, like, sometimes when I see stuff like that on YouTube, I can't sit by and not say nothing. I can't just sit by and not say nothing. I have to come out. I done made plenty of videos saying y'all need to leave Peach McIntyre alone. And go call CPS on your mama. Because you know, some of y'all mamas still out there selling her food stamps. But you calling CPS on Peach McIntyre, and then calling CPS and reporting her and talking about she misusing her food stamps and this and that. And that woman ain't received food stamps, I think the first month or 2 months that she was on, that she started YouTube. She was on food stamps, but she got offered. She was on food stamps. She was on housing. I think her second YouTube check was $10,000, and she didn't qualify for food stamps no more after that. That woman ain't been on food stamps in 3 or 4 years, and they up there going to report her to the food stamp agency. Talking about she misusing her food stamps. You wish she was on some food stamps. And that's why people. I've had a lot of people when I talk about Peach McIntyre, and I say I like her. I've had a lot of people say they don't like Peach McIntyre, and I like her because she come on here and cuss them out, and then she curse and she got a foul mouth, but then people don't like her for it. But you ignoring everything that people doing to her. Because I already know. I opened up a whole channel to curse them. Some people lie because they won't leave you alone. Like, how much is a person supposed to take? And then people act like they some good people. But this what they did, Pauline. Now, you act like you a good person. You calling CPS on this lady every day. They call CPS on her, and sometimes she get tired of CPS coming to her house, when they come again, like if they'd have been there like not too long ago, they was there like every day they was coming. And she let them see the kids okay, they do their report, then they'll come back the next day because somebody called CPS. So when she don't let them see them, they go to the children's school. They go to the children's school and they pull the children out of school. Now what person in a right mind that's a good person hates somebody so much that they'll be calling CPS on somebody who they see that the children are being taken care of, and you ain't even, what you reporting is a lie, and you see that them people is taking the children out of school, and you tell me you a good person? Like, that's evil. Do you know what kind of trauma you're causing those children by CPS going to their school and taking them out of class when everybody other child is still sitting in the classroom? Now they about to be teased because they getting pulled out of school. But the trolls act like, oh, we're concerned about the children. You ain't concerned about no child. Because you sitting up here calling CPS on somebody and they pulling them children out of the classroom for your petty lies. And then they're going to sit up here, the last time they called CPS on her, which was the last time I watched it, I don't know if they called since then. But the sheriff's department and the CPS lady came out to their house because they said her and her husband was talking to children. And they have to question all the kids. I think she got 5 or 6 or 7 children. They questioning all the children to find out if the mom and dad is doing that to them. Now who do that? Who do something like that?
Someone that needs a bullet in their forehead.
Like, who do something like that? You not now that stuff like that done happen to people for real, and ain't nobody, families done covered up the whole thing, and you gonna sit up here and doing that to that lady. And where you getting that information from? Because it ain't nothing on YouTube that she putting on YouTube for you to sit up here and say that she doing that to them. I came on here and I prayed. I pray that God judge them. I pray that God protect Peach McIntyre. I don't care how much you come on here and curse them out and say stupid stuff, because in my opinion, they deserve everything that they, and who cares if she making some money off of cursing people out. You calling CPS on me? Huh? Yeah, but see, some people, like, they'll just say, I don't like Peach McIntyre. You don't even understand. You don't even understand the reason why she doing what she doing. I understand. I give her my whole, I come on in and curse them out with you, girl. Let's do this together. Tag team. And then she'll say, because she good for this, she'll say, I don't know why y'all calling CPS on me. Y'all need to call CPS on your mammy. She said something today about your mammy. She was like, I don't know why y'all sitting here telling me how to eat and how to do this. She was like, she was saying something about, y'all know I turned y'all on the snow crab. She was saying, and she was saying so casual. She was saying, y'all know before I turned y'all on the snow crab, all y'all was eating was the blue crabs, because that's all your mammy knew. And they don't like it. Peach don't be. Peach is, I understand Peach 100% because what she done been through, what she going through, and how she feel, I done felt that way. Her creative side, I understand exactly what she's going through. So, I mean, sometimes she might not choose the best way to express herself, but it's better to express yourself than to go crazy. You know, because people ain't where the people that want you to hold stuff in is the same people that done did you wrong. They don't want you to talk about it because they want you to keep their secret. Curse them out. Talk about it. She come on here talking about her mama. She wrong for talking about her mama. Well, her mama was wrong for what her mama did to her. Ain't nobody trying to respect your legacy when you didn't even make one. She shouldn't be talking about her mama. Why not? She did what she did. like one of her stories is, and her mama say she lied to today instead of her mama just admitting it, because I don't think nobody gonna make up no lie like this. Her mama would take a bath, according to her story. Her mama would take a bath, and the one reason why I believe me, because I knew somebody when I was a little girl that did that. Her mama would take a bath in the bathtub, and then wouldn't let Peach. She would let all her other sisters and brothers go in the bathroom, take a bath, and draw some water. She would take a bath, and she would make Peach bathe in her bath water, and she would make Peach use her towel. And Peach then talked about it and said it, and her mama saying she lying. And I believe her. I believe her, and I believe her mama is lying. I believe ain't nobody gonna sit up here and say you made me take a bath in your bath water, but you did it. But then now you ashamed, and you wasn't ashamed that it was nasty when you did it. But now you know that if you admit it, everybody gonna say that was nasty. I don't believe she lying. I believe your nasty ass did it. And all you got to do, you know your daughter is suffering and hurting because she traumatized by you making her take a bath in your bath water, but you didn't let the other sisters and brothers do it. And she always felt like you mistreated her, and she always felt like you hated her. And now you a grown woman, and you still see your daughter suffering and hurting by the fact that you did that, but you too proud to admit that, yeah, I did it, and it was wrong, and I shouldn't have did it, and I don't know why I did it, but you just want to say the child is lying. Even though she a grown woman, you still want to say she lying. I believe Peach. I believe her mama was nasty and trifling. Okay, y'all, the food is ready, but if y'all ain't ready, y'all can eat whenever y'all want. Bye. Y'all, I just got through cooking liver and onions.
You do the corn?
Oh, hell no. Y'all, I just got through cooking liver. That's the liver. This is the onion. If they want something, they're going to have to put it on the plate and warm it up. Let me put the corn in the microwave. I was telling Miss Charlene, I knew this lady. She was actually a pastor's wife. And she would have gatherings over at her house all the time. And she would take the corn and put it in the microwave just like this for about 10 minutes. And girl, if I tell you that corn is not the best corn, like this kind of corn is the best corn I ever had in life. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put that. But what you kind of want to do is take this part off if you can, because that part catch a fire. Pull that off, but you put the corn in the refrigerator, in the microwave, just like that. Y'all, I thought that was so ghetto. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I was like, that's lazy. That's trifling. That is so ghetto. But baby, after I tasted it, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to do this all the time. And I did it. It's good, y'all. So we gonna try it today, and hopefully we don't burn up Miss Charlene's microwave. Put it on 10 minutes. Oh Lord, why? Hold on, stop. Okay, how can I do?
I'm cooking one little over here.
I need some help.
Okay. I'm gonna show you how to do ginger.
Yeah, let me turn the camera this way. One of y'all just want liver and onions. It's done.
That's what you cook?
Liver and onions and bacon. And I got the corn in the refrigerator, in the microwave. Anyway, y'all, I'm through with my little rant for today. That should give somebody some content.
Yeah, you know they need it.
That should give somebody some content. Let me read the comments. Hey, Miss Lula. Hey, Miss Faye. Vanessa, that is horrible. Kizzy's place say it was a really sad beginning, but stay with the Lord Jesus and you will end well. Girl, I made it through all that trauma. And even though I cry when I talk about it, baby, let me tell you, I am a survivor. And anybody that talk about me, baby, they ain't been through half of what I've been through. And you could tell me to pick a struggle if you want to, bitch. I wish I could have just picked one. Unfortunately, I wasn't that fortunate to just pick one struggle. How you gonna tell a child that done went through something, or a person that done went through something as a child, they should have picked a struggle? You should have told that parent to pick a struggle. Y'all some sorry, trifling women on YouTube. And you know what? Any woman that'll sit up and take up for any woman that did anything that my mama did to me, you's a trifling woman, and you probably did it yourself. Because I mean, the reason why I can actively talk about the things I talk about is because I don't agree with them. And I wouldn't stand by and watch nobody do that to a child. But some of y'all trifling, sorry women that want to take up for grown women that did that to their children, you actually would sit by and watch somebody do that to a child. That let me know what type of woman you are. That's why I don't have no respect for none of y'all bees that sit up on YouTube and talking all kind of noise about stuff that you know didn't even make sense, and you know was wrong. And you know, in today's society, if somebody was doing that to some children, you already know that somebody will be in jail. I already know my mama would be under the jail. And she better be glad I can't press charges against her right now, because I would make sure she still go to jail for what she did to me and my sisters and brothers. And matter of fact, I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause it's a couple of us want to press charges on her right now. Fake teeth and all, go to jail, ho. I said what I said. Go take the video and play it to her. I said what I said. Don't bite my tongue, cause it's only one God got to forgive me. And I said what I said. And I have to ask him to forgive me, cause I'll repeat it again. Oh, my side hurt, Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene, you were supposed to say. Miss Charlene was supposed to say yikes. But I tell the truth and shame the devil, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I say nothing that I say out of bitterness. I say it from a standpoint of healing. I say it from a standpoint of, like, I say it from a standpoint of a child who became an adult, who was holding everything in, and that stuff was suffocating me, and it was actually killing me. I'm talking about literally, it was killing me. So if I wouldn't have became the person that I am today, that talk like I talk, I would be in the grave. And I'm going to just tell y'all, when y'all want to judge people, is it better for that person to say what they say like I said, and to be liberated and to be free from it? And even if it still hurt them, still talk about it? Or would it be better for that person to be in the grave? You better let people say whatever they want to say, because them telling the truth can't hurt nobody worse than what the truth hurt them. Because if the people didn't do that to them, then they wouldn't have a story to tell. Like, why are mamas shamed and embarrassed of what the child have to say, when if you didn't do it to them, they wouldn't have had a story to tell? It's probably them kids coming in here for their gifts. From the back door. They probably remembered and turned around. Miss Shay, they say that's real talk, Vanessa. Miss Luda say, tell the truth and shame the devil. No, not me though. I have been through too much, so I can relate. Y'all, am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying what I'm saying and talking about? Child, if I'm wrong, like they say, if I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I know I ain't lying, so. But anyway, did y'all see me put that corn in the microwave? Have y'all ever done corn like that before? Like I say, I seen this lady, she was a pastor's wife. They used to have dinners at their house all the time. And she used to do it like this. And I thought that was so ghetto and lazy. Oops. Charlene, I messed it up. Can you put it on 10 minutes again? I messed it up. I'm sorry.
Let me show you how to do it.
I don't want to learn. I want you to do it when I need it done.
I am cook.
Oh, I was pressing this. Oh, that's clock. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. I was pressing clock, y'all. I thought I was pressing cook. I am blind as a bat. I am blind as a bat. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will sit and eat dinner with y'all after this corn cook. I could sit and eat and talk to y'all while I eat, but I think I'm going to end the live. I think I've said enough today. I think I've said enough today. Miss Kizzy Place say, be free. God hears every thought, so even if you don't, that's what I say, Miss Kizzy. That's one reason why I say what's on my mind. Because if it's in your heart, the Bible say what's in your heart comes out of your mouth. So even if you think it and you don't say it, he already know it. So girl, ain't nobody, God ain't shocked by nothing I'm saying, because he already know what's in my heart. I might as well say it and let it out. And child, let it all hang out. I'm just telling y'all right now, if y'all done been through some stuff in life, y'all are still depressed, y'all still sad, y'all still think about hurting yourself sometimes, girl, let it out and talk about it. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't hold it in. Stop protecting people. I don't care if it was your mama, if it was your daddy, if it was your sister, if it was your brother, if it was your grandma. I don't care who it is. Just tell the truth and shame the devil, and they'll live with it. Because after you gone, that's what God told me, after you gone, them people going to be still here happy and covenant, and they going to be happy you gone, because now they ain't got to face their lies no more. They ain't got to face their lies no more. So you know, I might as well just talk and tell the truth and walk away from them people and leave them alone and let them deal with the truth. Because if they don't deal with, I'm going to tell you the truth too, if they don't deal with the truth here on earth, they're going to have to stand before God and be judged for it. So maybe you telling the truth on earth will help them get their life situated where they could be judged by God and get it out. Like, if I had did some mess like that, I'll be saying, you know what? I was on drugs, or I was a prostitute, or I was I had been through so much trauma in my life, I wasn't a good mom. I would just tell the truth and shame the devil. And like, if Peach McIntyre mama made her bathe in her dirty bath water, and I'm going to tell you, I believe her. Because we had some neighbors one time. We went to go spend a night with this girl that was lived across the street with us. They had a brick house, and we thought they was just living a good life. Girl, we go spend a night. We don't have no running water, so we looking forward to spending the night with the people, thinking we gonna go take a bath. And they daddy worked like in a landfill, and I'm telling you, when the man came home, the girl said, our daddy have to bathe first. We thinking that the bathroom had to be dedicated to the daddy first because he the man in the house and he had to take a bath first. Oh, no, baby. The man of the house took a bath first, coming home from the landfill. After he took a bath, the mama took a bath in the same bath water. They had 2 kids, and the 2 kids took a bath in the same bath water. And now they gonna tell me and my sister we spending the night and we got to bathe in the bath water that the mama bathed in, the daddy bathed in, the sister bathed in, and the brother bathed in. Girl, we took our ass home and took a bath in a bucket. Cause I be damn if I don't get it. I'll be damn if I'm okay. And I was a child and knew better than that. I'm talking about Charlene, I was probably 10 or 12 years old. I was a child and knew better than that. We ran home. I told my sister, girl, we ain't about to bathe in this bath water. Girl, the bath water was so brown and muddy because the man worked in a landfill. The water was brown and muddy, child, and we were supposed to, girl, bye, Felicia. I believe Peach when she tell that story, because I believe it's some nasty, trifling people in the world, because them people made their children bathe in water after the husband bathed and the wife had to bathe in the water behind me. Girl, I would have took a bath before that man got home, and he wouldn't have knew nothing about it. I would have went in that bathroom every day pretending I'm bathing in his bath water. Me and my kids would have took a bath before he got home, and nobody would have said nothing. What kind of rule is that? I have to love you so much I bathe in that takes away the meaning of I drink your dirty bath water. Y'all heard that saying before? I love you so much I'll drink your dirty bath water. Girl, that is new. Take it to new heights. Bye, y'all. I'm about to get off of YouTube because today is one of them days where I can go on and on and on and on. Good. I ain't gonna even say bye no more, y'all. Bye. I lied.